your Heisman season at Texas A&M. What's what's a good behind the scenes story of like that actual season and what went down and all the the hype and excitement that ultimately ended with you winning the Heisman?
Yeah, I think what a lot of people don't know is coming out of that spring training before that year, I'm third or fourth on the depth chart, really struggling to try and find my footing. And then in 10 days throughout fall camp, I get named the starter, go into my first game, against Florida, take a loss, into the first half of our next game against SMU. And I'm really on the verge of probably being benched. So I go from, being third or fourth on the depth chart in, March, April, May, to, somehow winning the job in fall, and then, almost getting the chance to, be benched in that situation with just the way I was playing. And then, that's September. And then, end of December, I'm sitting on the stage in New York having a chance to win the Heisman. So really just how much that year could have gone completely differently without, I would probably say some luck, some perfect timing, and just, things kind of coming together in the right way from maybe not, having that situation go the way that, I wanted it to.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? The littlest things can change everything. You mentioned, not being the starter and winning the job in camp. Was there a moment? I think about, I played with Christian Hackenberg in college.
Mm-hmm.
Hack,
I know.
and I remember when he was the backup, but then like took us on 1 2-minute drive at the end of a practice, scored a touchdown, and it was like, that's our starter. Yeah. Was there a moment you had during those kind of 10 days where you won the job?
I think it was just really consistency for me. It was hard for me being such a mobile quarterback and being able to show that in training camp. You always got coaches on the whistle, you're not getting tackled, you're getting the DNs that are
defenses
going by, counting sacks for everything. So, I think it was just me finally getting to a point of not turning the ball over in practice, being a little bit more consistent and just, showing that I could be a leader. And that was really, some big sticking points throughout that process that I think, helped me stand out.
What did you learn about leadership during your time in college, and you were the leader as the quarterback, and like what advice would you give to anyone who wants to be in that leadership position?
Yeah, I think you really have to live it and breathe it, and do things differently, than everybody else. I think, what I tell a lot of people is just, the path less traveled is one that will get you a lot further than, doing everything that everybody else is doing. I think to be a leader and a good leader, you have to separate yourself and stand out and do things a little bit differently that are different than everybody else. And you have to do things the right way. Every little detail, every single little thing you try to do in the right way. Let your actions, speak for yourself and to the rest of your team.